Friday! Happy Friday, everyone! Hello, many greetings here from Austria. We have evening here, but to everyone around the world, I'm sending many happy Friday greetings. And if you're interested in the topic of how you can turn your webinar into a money-making machine, then please hop over and join my live. It's going to be very interesting, I think, for you, and I hope I can come out with a lot of takeaways and a lot of tips. So if you see me popping up in your feed, please come over and join and interact with me. And I say hello, my name is Janine F. I live in Vienna in Austria. I'm a visual coach and video trainer, and I help my clients to turn their webinars into SELLinars. And all I want to have from you is a hello, and let me know where you're watching from. So I'm absolutely curious about that. I love that part. Every time I go live every week here, and it's so amazing how many people are here from really all over the world. I absolutely appreciate that. So if you're watching live, let me know where you're watching from, say hello, and start interacting with me. And keep watching if you want to know how you can turn your next webinar or your challenge or your masterclass or your workshop, however you call that, into a money-making machine. That is actually what we all want, right? So let's start. And well, what I want to know is not only where you're watching from, leave me that, but of course what business you have, and if you're planning a webinar in the next time. Are you planning a webinar or a masterclass, a challenge, a workshop? Let me know in the comments if you are planning something like that in the next time. I mean, Halloween is coming up, so it would be a great Halloween offer, or Black Friday. Are you preparing something? So let me know in the comments if you prepare something, and leave the topic here. I mean, you never know who is watching, and you can use that and promote a little bit. So say hello, let me know where you're watching from, tell me what you're doing, and if you're planning to come out with a webinar or a challenge. Okay, let's start and dive into the topic, how you can turn that into a money-making machine, because we have a business here, right? So the first question is, what do you need to turn a webinar into a money-making machine? What do you need? And I would say the first thing that you need is an audience. There are people, signups, okay? And to really turn it into a successful webinar, what you really need is their full attention. Once you have their full attention the whole time, and you have your people watching to the end, then you can turn it into a money-making machine. So I'm giving you the answer right away, but we dive a little bit deeper into the topic. So Lena is here saying from London. Oh, many greetings to London. I love London. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we need people, of course. If you don't have an audience, you don't have anyone that you can sell something. You need their full attention, and then you can turn your webinar into a money-making machine. And now let's dive a little bit deeper, and I have to come up with a few statistics. And the statistic is all about slide presentation, the popularity of slide presentation. And there is a number saying 80%, okay? So what does that mean? Is slide presentation a popular tool? You can leave me in the comments if you are using slides to kind of emphasize your content. Do you use slides for your webinars and for your challenges, just to, you know, make it a little bit more lively and come up with some images? Are you using slides? Also, when you're watching the replay, you can interact with me. Leave me in the comments if you're using slides for your challenges and for your webinars. Lena says yes. Okay. So popularity of using slides is 80%, but we want to have a more precise look on that. What does that mean? That means that the hosts. So if you are planning, or when you start creating a webinar or a challenge, then probably the first thing that you do is you take your content and turn it and try to find matching images and turn it into nicely designed slides. So for the hosts, 80% of the hosts are using slides. The rest prefers to just talk into the camera, but of course, combining your webinar with something that is visual is a good idea. So therefore, hosts love to use slides. But the more important part of this statistics is the other side. And I mean, how popular are slide presentations at your viewers, the people who are watching you. And I can tell you, 80% of your audience hates slide presentation. They find them boring. That is, just a study came out, and that's really fact. 80%, and that is a high number, find a slide presentation just boring. And we have to deal with it. I know it's super popular because it's an amazing tool it's not visualizing, but to emphasize your content. But you need to think, how is your viewer feeling? So you need to put yourself into the shoes of your viewer. Lena's saying, oh, yeah, no. I know. I did. So when I've done the research for that, yeah, I expected a number, of course, but I didn't expect such a high number. I didn't really, honestly, I didn't expect 80% is really a high number. And that is because we are confronted with a slide presentation. A lot of people see them many times a day, and they are, it gets, what should I say? It's like a thing, okay, done that, next, okay? And then they are confronted not with only 2 or 3 slides. No, people, especially in a webinar that takes about 1 hour, you come up with 10, 20, 30 slides. So people get tired and exhausted. And of course, distractions are coming in. And that is like, oh my goodness, this is much more interesting, and they turn away from you. And we have to take that seriously. Really, we have to take that seriously. Why is that so? Why is a slide presentation so boring? And what happens in a slide presentation is like here. I'm just demonstrating you. Sorry, now I kicked that out. Didn't want that. So we take that slide, and what does it do? Actually, it takes over the whole screen. Okay. And you lose the interaction with your audience, yeah? The slide takes over. But the slide cannot really actually do what you want to do. You want to visualize your content, but what you do in a slide is just repeating it. You are showing matching images that emphasizes what you're saying, but actually you're just repeating your content visually. And that is something that people don't need when they sit in front of the screen. You have to come up with something that people need to watch on the screen. When someone can stand up and move away, when they can move away and put on the headphones and just listen to you, then you lose, because you lose their you lose their interest. Okay, you lose their interest. Yes, they are listening to you with one ear, and the other ear is somewhere else. Distractions are coming in. They start checking emails because they don't miss anything. That's the thing. When they leave your webinar and you don't make that count, have something happening on the screen, then they don't need to watch it. And that's the danger, and that is something that we have to work on. You need to keep them in front of you, so you have their full attention, you have their interest, so that they keep watching you, okay? So Lena is saying, personally, as a webinar participant, I like to see slides. I am a visual person, especially when they talk about numbers. Yeah, I know, but you have to do the next step. And the next step is not just to repeat in a visual what you're talking. The next step is to take your text and really visualize it. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm coming up with, like you said, you love the numbers. Okay, I'm coming up with another statistics. Okay, and so these are your sign ups. Okay, your sign, we take 100%. Normally, what happens is that you need a certain number of sign-ups, and only about half of them will actually join live to your webinar and watch your replay. So that is, we have to deal with that. We always need more sign-ups than we actually have in our lives and in our webinars. So but we call those who are now watching live and participating into the webinar and the challenge or watching the replay, we call them the 100%. Okay, but from the 100%, only 40%, sometimes more, sometimes less, will stay to the end. They leave about half the time. Okay, they are there with the full attention and enthusiastic and excited in the beginning. When they come and join, there is a welcome. There you start to interact. You ask the first questions. They are listening because they just started. They don't know what to expect. They are here for a reason. They want to have. They expect that they get the solution to a certain problem that they have, and so you have their full attention in the first, I would say, about 15 minutes. Okay. And then you come up with the first slide and the next one and the next one and the next one. And what happens is that the attention goes down. Okay, so people start getting, after their distraction, and start to leaving. And but before we come there, is that only, that only 3% of those 40%, so we remove the 100% because you don't have any access to them. The 100% that are here and they left, okay, once they left, it's really, really difficult to get them back. So we have to deal with the 40%, and only some say something between 2 and 5% can turn then into paying clients. And what your job is now is that you need to double the amount of people, and you can do that from 40 to 80%, that stay to the end. That stay to the end. You need to work, so you cannot really work on just a little bit on the amount of people who are joining you live, and you cannot, and just a little bit work on the 3%, okay? But you can definitely work on the 40% and double the amount of people who stay to the end. So Delia is saying, hi Delia, is the live stuck or is it me? Oh my God, sorry, I cannot see anything. So I have a second screen to check, and on my screen everything is working. If someone else is watching, please let us know if it's just Delia's computer or is it on me. Please let me know, okay? So, and the thing is, when you increase the amount of people that stay to the end, then you can also, so the 3% will also increase, because 3% of 80 is more than 3% of 40, okay? And here is the money. The money is with the people that need to watch it to the end. You need their full attention. You need them to watch you. Lena is saying life is working fine. Okay, thank you. So sorry for you, Delia. Please, Linda says all is fine here. Okay, thank you, Linda. Hi, great you're here. Okay, so we need to increase the amount of people watching. How can we do that? Is that we need to take the whole magic of our content and throw it directly onto the screen. You need to have here something that cannot used in or cannot watch after that in an ebook or like slide. You can take your slides and turn it into a workbook. There is no problem, but there has to be something going on that I need to watch. Otherwise, I miss something. You do it right when you miss the screen, when you must have to feel, give your audience the feeling that it's not possible to leave the screen. It's not possible. It's not possible to go after some distractions. After that. So they need to prioritize what they are watching, and therefore you need to take your content, bring it directly onto the screen and make them, turn them into action. I call them action visuals. So this is more than just a slide, because you are building and creating your visuals directly on the screen, and therefore your audience needs to watch it in order to understand it. And now you have their attention. Okay. Felice is here. Hi, Felice. Thanks for watching. All working fine on my end here. And Delia's, I cannot see, not hear anything. I'm so sorry, Delia. I will send you the replay, okay? So I'm just letting her know. I hope she gets it. The replay, so she can then, yeah. Felice says, maybe try to restart. I had the same issue with the last slide, and after restart, all was fine. Okay, please, Delia, if you can hear anyone from us, please read the chat and the comments and try to restart. Okay, so how can you do that? I've given you an example, and that is, here we have a wonderful street. So something is going on here. Okay, so I'm actually demonstrating already what I mean, because this is something you cannot turn into a slide. So I want to watch you now what's going on with that street, and therefore you need to stay in front of the screen and watch that. Okay, so we have a street here, and that is actually what I mean. That is the street to our success. Okay, and there are, in online business, we have 3 over businesses or over topics that are always working in online business that are successful. The first is the field of health and beauty. That is one. So that means someone comes to you and needs help for their health or their beauty. Okay, then we have relationships. Can be anything from a romantic relationship to relationship in the family or in business relationships. Okay, so relationships is the second field, and the biggest field is, of course, business that helps you to increase your income, to make money. Okay, these are the 3 results someone wants to have when they start their online business and need help. And they need help when they find out that on the street to success, they have some legs, they have some holes in there. So the first problems and challenges are coming up. Okay, so you can leave me in the comments. Felice says, looks like pretty much every street in Germany. Yeah, I've been in Germany. I can tell you, no, streets are not pink there. I know what you mean, but streets are not pink there. Okay, okay, just kidding. You can come up with one challenge that you have in your business. Let's say there is someone coming up with weight loss. Okay. Someone wants to lose their weight, but the challenge is on the way to weight loss. No, on the way to the weight loss, they have maybe problems like it's a hormone problem. Okay, can be. So everyone has a different problem losing weight. The one is the hormones, and the next one is because of the age, and the next one because they're in menopause, and the next one is because they don't move so much. Whatever it is, you can choose and come up with a problem. Okay, let's have a problem in money making, and that can be, I don't know, Lead generation. I'm just making it up. You can leave me in the comments if you have any ideas for that. I bring that in. No problem. So lead generation, that is, no one can read that. So we make it better, of course. Here comes lead generation. For a lot of people, that is a problem. Yeah, that is a challenge that hinders them to do the next step because they don't generate enough leads. And the relationship, I don't know, it can be because they are so shyness. Yeah, for some, this is really, that is really a problem. So here we go, shyness. Yeah. And now, and that is a very important part of every webinar and every challenge, is that we have to visualize very clear the problem that our audience needs to have in order to buy from us. Because every problem has a matching solution. But to make that understandable for your viewers, it's super, super important to visualize and showcase that problem in a very clear way, because what happens then is that people start to identify with the problem. Everyone has, or not everyone, but people who, let's say you are a weight loss coach, then the people who sign up, they all have the same problem. That is that they cannot, they don't know how to lose weight, but they don't have the same cause of the problem. The one is, like I said, they don't move so much. The next one has a hormone problem, and so on. So you have to filter out and have to be very clear that everyone who is in your webinar has about this is fighting with the same challenge. Wants to overcome the same challenge. So if you're offering a solution that matches to that problem, that people cannot lose weight because they have a hormone problem, then you need to really, really showcase that during the webinar so that people sit in front of the screen and say, that is me. That is exactly how I feel. That happens to me. That is exactly my problem. Because only then they are ready to invest. When it's just too general and people cannot identify with the problem, the next step is really difficult. So you come up with your solution, okay? And your solution, of course, needs to perfectly match to that problem that you first showcased during your webinar, okay? So this is the only thing that you need to do. Instead of coming up with 20, 30 slides saying this, all you have to do is showcasing that problem in a very, very clear way so that the people on the other side of the camera can say, that is me, and now I need a solution for that. Same goes for lead generation. There are many causes that hinders you to be successful in your lead generation. Be very precise with that. Then you have exactly the people you want to work with, because now you can offer and make them an offer and come up with a solution and say, I'm the expert. I know why you are struggling with that so much. And on the other side, and that's so important that you always put into the shoes of your audience, people on the other side have to get the feeling, yeah, this is me, and then you have their full attention. Then they're here, they cannot move away from the screen. They stick there, they keep watching you. You have their full attention, and you have them the identification, and people are ready to invest. Okay, same goes for the relationship. People are too shy, and you show them ways how they can overcome that. They are super grateful once you make the offer. So the more important part in every webinar and challenge is not so much the offer. The more important part is that you are able to showcase the problem that the people have, and in a way that they cannot leave the screen. So I could see, I never know if the numbers are right on my screen, but I could see that everyone who started with me is still here. So leave me in the comments if that makes sense for you. It was a long speech now. You can leave me in the comments if that makes sense for you. and how you feel when you're watching that. Is that exactly how you can identify when you say, okay, I'm struggling with creating slides that are captivating? Is that your challenge maybe? Leave me in the comments. And of course, think about, could you leave my screen right now and understand everything that I've talked about without watching it? So what we need to do in our challenges and in our webinars is that you need to make your screen count. It has to count. There has to be a reason to watch you. And reading a slide is not a reason to watch you. I could also listening to you and I would not miss anything. And that is the clue we have to work on. Felice says yes. Okay, great, Felice. Okay, and so now I'm making you an offer, because actually I don't want to talk so much about my offer, because this is what I am doing. This is exactly what I do in my SELLinar training. And the only thing is that I turn it in a very special Halloween special. It's a very new program. It's proven. I've done it already with a few of my clients, and it's really proven. Felice can tell you, she's one of my clients, and she can tell you that she could increase the amount of people who watched her masterclass before from 30% to 77%. She doubled the people who were watching her masterclass after she worked with me, and she could sell her program that never happened before in that specific masterclass. So it is working, but it's a new program, and it's a one-to-one program. Okay, it's a training. It's a one-to-one training, and because it's very new, what I teach you there is exactly that. Okay, I teach you how we take your content. So what you need when you come to my training is you need to have an offer. You need to have an offer. So once you have an offer and you're ready to go out with that offer and to launch it, and it's in your plan, you want to plan a webinar or a challenge, do a challenge with it to launch it, then it's exactly the right time to come into the training. And we take your offer, we take your content and turn it in exactly those visuals that I'm showing you. So not those, but your content. I hope you understand that. We take care of your setting, because this is so important. You need to have a setting. You need to have a screen where you can come out with your visuals, and then you get also a screen training. So it's a one-to-one training, and after that you get additional 3 months support for your next webinar, because I want you to work on your own. I want you to be independent from me. So first you learn all the tools that you need, and then you can do it on your own, but you get additional support from me. And because this is the new training, sorry, yeah, sometimes mistakes are happening, but that's it. Okay, this is alive. So this would be the whole price, but because it is a Halloween special, I'm also only asking for the half price. And because it's only the half price, all I want from you is a feedback and a testimonial. That's all. For feedback and a testimonial, I'm offering it for the half price and only until Halloween. So at Halloween midnight, I will close the doors. And I started with 10 spots. I already sold 2 spots in my in my last live. Sorry, so 8 spots are still available. And if you want to do exactly that, if you kept here watching and you could see that and it was captivating for you, so I'm asking you to be honest to yourself. Was that captivating for you? Was it more interesting than just watching a slide presentation? And you have an offer and you want to go out with it, then this is the perfect time to join my training. And this is the Halloween special, and you have time until Halloween, but don't take so long, because only 8 spots are available. I have no capacity for more. So all you have to do is that you go to the description or come to the comments, and here is the link. You can say me in the comments. You can say I'm interested, I'm sending you the link. You can send me a DM. So just raise your hand and say something to me, and I'm there for you. Get an invitation. So Felice is saying this program really was a game changer for me. I'm so happy for your success, Felice. You're so amazing. And yeah. That's what I wanted to say. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you want to know what I'm using here, it's a free streaming software called OBS. I'm not holding back that, and I want you to use that. There is no additional investment, okay? So there is nothing that costs you. This streaming software is easy to upload, it's easy to implement, and it's easy to work with, and it doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is invest that that $497, it's really a no-brainer, and come into the training, and we take your content, we turn that into this kind of visuals, and I'm telling you, people they keep watching, you have their full attention, and you can increase your income and turn your webinar into a money-making machine. So any questions left? I'm here for, oh my goodness, so I think I've overdone the time, so I don't want to be unfair to the others, and I say thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments and your questions in the comments. I'm coming back to you, and I say thank you for watching. Many greetings. Bye.